Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about a theory based around Finding Dory, Finding Nemo, as that is what is hitting the big screens now and has got everybody talking. We're going to be zooming in more on a smaller character, and she kind of has quite a deep sort of meaning behind her, but we don't really get to see that in the film, and that is Darla, the dentist's niece. Now, if you don't know who Darla is, then where have you been living? Have you been living under a rock? But anyway, just in case you don't know who she is, she's a little Australian girl who goes to visit her dentist, who is also her uncle, and she wants nothing more than a little pet fish. She's about 6 to 8, probably 8, 9, I don't know. She's somewhere around that sort of age, and from my personal experience, that is the sort of age where kids start wanting pets, wanting to care for animals, so no wonder that Darla wants a fish so badly. After she gets this fish, it appears to be dead already, which basically represents what happened the time before in the picture, and she actually seems quite devastated about this. Now all the other fish start causing chaos, they're flying out the tank, the pelican comes into the dentist's office, it all sort of kicks off in the room, and she is probably going to be pretty traumatized by this.
All the animals are gone mad! Smack her in the head! Go, Gil, go!
It's in my hair! Gil.
Sharkbait, tell your dad I said hi.
After all this chaos has occurred and she's traumatized by Nemo falling down the drain, a moment of realization may have clicked in Darla's head on the way she treats animals and the way she sort of believes what they are capable of in her head. So she now knows that a fish can play dead to get its own way. She saw that Nemo was alive before he fell down the drain, and this may be quite shocking for a 6 to 7 year old who has never seen something like this before. And so something may have told her in her mind that she needs to start treating the fish the way that they are actually capable of being treated. Now, I've seen a lot of theories on this recently, obviously because it's quite a hot topic, but a lot of them are saying it's either the dentist himself, who is the marine biologist, or the reason Darla is sort of appearing in all of these magazines and other little clippets as Easter eggs is simply because her parents, or one of her parents, is a rock star, and that's why she wears this t-shirt in the film. I mean, this is plausible and does kind of explain why she does have so much publicity in magazines and on posters and everything else that we'll get into later. However, most of us have probably wore a t-shirt which says I am a rock star or rock princess or anything along those lines. So based off that theory alone, it is not enough evidence to sort of show that her parents are rock stars. At the beginning of Finding Dory, we're told that it happens exactly 1 year later, meaning Darla's about a year older, and anything that has happened between now and then would have taken a year in time. Now I think that during this year Darla has taken her experience and begun to develop a sort of idea on how to care for fish, and maybe came up with an idea of how we research and look after fish. And she's probably told them about the experience where Nemo pretended to be dead and wasn't dead, and that is probably one of the biggest discoveries in the marine life research that's happened, and so she's become pretty big in this marine industry at such a young age. Which is probably why she is on so many magazines, like the one in Toy Story 3 where we see her with the caption "Girl Power." This is probably because girls of that age aren't usually these big headline geniuses of ideas, and so they are emphasising the idea that young girls can have power to do things, and that is why she is on the front cover. In the theories that I have seen, they've picked up on the Toy Story 3 magazine article and on the idea that she is also in Finding Dory. However, I have also noticed that Darla's name appears in Bugs Life on this photo, and she is behind on one of the big billboard posters. Now we don't actually see Darla herself, but the caption is "Darla, it's all about her. This sort of backs up my theory of her caring for the fish, because maybe the bugs sort of look up to her, she's a hero, she's in the name, she's the lights of the moment, because she's just discovered this idea which is helping fish. So maybe the bugs believe that she can think of an idea to help them, and that's why it is all about her. But the main point is, why does the Marine Centre have the picture of dead fish Darla? I have got an idea for this. I believe that P. Sherman sent across the picture to the Marine Biology Centre along with the story of what happened and Darla's sort of creation based on it. Now, the reason I think that he did it is because he is this lover of the marine biology, marine life, as he's got this huge aquarium in his dentist, and he goes diving actively, and he has his own boat, which sort of shows that he has an understanding of the way of fish life, and maybe he's proud of his little niece coming up with this idea, sort of following in his footsteps but taking it a step further. And the reason he may have sent this photo instead of getting another photo, because why would you send a dead fish photo to people who want to preserve the life of the ocean, is because he has told us how proud he is of his little niece, and he adores this photo enough to frame it in his dentist, even though he is a keen lover of fish himself. So this is a photo that he is proud of and would want her to be known for, even though to the unknown eye it is a pretty devastating photo. So that is how it got into the Marine Biology Centre. They probably use it for a campaign, have a whole theory based around her idea, and sort of work with that on their site. Overall, I basically believe that Darla took her traumatic event that happened in the dentist and turned it into this big sort of campaign subject to get a better life for fish and allow humans to have a better understanding of how they work and the fact that they're actually quite smart. And over the course of a year, she's made this quite big. The dentist, P. Sherman, her uncle, has helped her with this because he has the connection with the sort of marine life. So that's basically my theory on Darla. If you believe that it is true, or you have anything that might add to it and make it even more believable, then leave it in the comments down below. If you have a completely different theory on Darla, then I'd definitely love to know that, so leave that down there as well. Give the video a like and let me know what theory you want to hear about next. Goodbye!